Christ, this Officer 5000, Jeremiah Yachty, camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the Black Party that's going to have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hunter.
Our great and holy King have honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
Shalom, brethren. Most High Christ bless.
Hey, fringes don't belong on a t-shirt.
What? Jealous much?
Them Twitter fingers, nigga. Online that gangster. Boss that nigga, man. Get your shit together, man. I'm overrated. So overrated. Overrated. So overrated, nigga. Coming on this bitch real fresh, bulletproof, high shoot, bitch, you better wear your vest. She try to get something off her chest, but the drip on her head made a mess. I'm a real piece of profit on this one, but nighttime sheet, I'm a beast. I'm like, here.
The Lord's 56th annual Passover under Commander Junior Hunter. Make sure y'all be there, man. This is the only Passover ordained by the Lord. Shalom.
Tonight it's a ride, I got a show, live show, and the nigga still ND. UPK niggas winning. UPK.
Alright, Mike. I'm sharing the class. Lord Warren. Sorry.
Hi, Yasha Allah.
Sorry. Sorry. A little more time. Alright, what y'all have to
Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawah,
Abanawa,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Kodash,
Kodash,
Hayah,
Hayah,
Shemkah,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Malakukah,
Malakutka,
Taba'ah,
Taba'ah,
Ratazaka,
Ratazaka,
Hayah,
Hayah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Ba'aratazah,
Ba'aratza,
Kawah,
Kawa,
Hayah,
Hayah,
Bashamayim,
Bashamayim,
Nathanawa,
Nathanawa,
Lakam,
Lakam,
Call,
Call,
Yawam,
Yawam,
Wasalakninawa,
Wasalaknawa,
Kabawafninawa,
Kawafnawa,
Kasalakninawa,
Kasalaknawa,
Kabawafninawa,
Kawafyanawa,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Taba Yanakslaki, Taba Ya Anawa,
Tabaya Anawa,
Banasayawan,
Banasayawan,
Abal,
Abal,
Hawashanawa,
Awashanawa,
Mayan,
Mayan,
Rad,
Rad,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Lakab,
Lakat,
Amalakwa,
Amalakwa,
Waha'ala,
Waha'ala,
Wahatapara,
Wahafapara,
La'a Salaki, La'ai Walumyum,
La'ai
Aman.
Aman. Grab the door.
Grab you.
The door. In the English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom
Thy
come.
will be done
Thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in
as
heaven.
it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us of our debt
Forgive us our debt
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debt.
And lead us not into temptation,
Lead us not to temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
Thine is the kingdom,
Thine is the kingdom
and the power,
and the power
and the glory,
and the glory
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Oh, life. Yeah, so be it.
Hakat, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Babakashah,
Babakashah,
Nathanawa,
Nathanawa,
Hakat,
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 Laraba'ah,
Laraba'ah,
Call Maka'ala,
Call Maka'ala,
Call Matawah,
Call Matawah,
Hakat,
Hakat,
Latahar,
Latzahar,
Hamatazarian,
Amatzazarian,
Hakat,
Hakat,
Lahaquayim,
Laquayim,
Hamathiyum,
Amafia,
Hakat,
Hakat,
Al-Rakawah,
Al-Rakawah,
Hatama'ala,
Tama'ala,
Lagarshan,
Lagarshan,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Tawada Aman,
Wadaman, in the English, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahushua,
in the name of Yahushua,
please give us the power,
please give us the power,
the power to heal,
the power to heal
all manner of sickness,
all manner of sickness,
all manner of disease,
all manner of
to
disease,
cleanse the leper,
to cleanse the
the
lepers,
power to raise the
the
dead,
power to raise the
the
dead,
power against unclean
the
spirits,
power against unclean
to
spirits,
cast them out,
to cast them out.
in the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua,
Thank you, so be it.
thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Barak Lanaw,
Barak Lanaw,
Wayashara'ala,
Wayasha'ala,
Wahabayah,
Wahabayah,
Saparian,
Saparia,
Barak Ba'ashem,
Barak Ba'ashem,
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Tawada Aman,
Wada Aman, in the English, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of
in the
Yahushua,
name of Yahushua,
bless us,
bless us,
and Israel,
and Israel,
and the school,
and the school,
in the name of
in the
Yahushua.
name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
All,
All,
Paharium,
Baharium,
it's like Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah,
Isaiah,
Isaiah,
it's like Ma'ayin,
Ma'ayin,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shamayim,
Shemayim,
Wa'aratazah,
Wa'aratza,
All Yathan,
all your fun,
Lamawat,
Samawat,
Regalka,
Regalka,
All Your One, it's like All Yanawam,
all Yanawan,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hana,
Hana,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yanawam,
Yanawan,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shawamar,
Shawamar,
Yashra'ala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamar,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tzalka,
Tzalka,
Al-Yah,
Al-Yad,
Yum
Yamyanka,
Yamo, it's like Yahweh Mum,
Yawamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
it's like Wayarah,
Wayarak,
Balayala,
Balayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamar, Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makarad,
Bakorad,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Afnapashka,
Afnapashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Tazataka,
Tazafaka,
It's like Wabawaka,
Waba Wa'aka,
Ma'aita,
Ma'aitha,
Wa'ad, Awalum,
Wa'id Awalum, in the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From which cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yashar'Allah
he that keepeth
shall
Yashar'Allah
neither slumber nor
shall
sleep.
neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming
and
in
thy coming in.
from this time forth,
From this time forth,
even forevermore.
even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
all Demaya Slaki, all Demaya Lakab,
all the Maya Lakah,
all Takarash,
all Thakarash,
wa all
will all
Tashakwat,
Tashaquat,
all
all
Kayahana,
Ayahana,
Awabi Yaka,
Awabika,
Slaki, Awabika,
Awab, Slakia, Awayab Yaka,
Slaki, Awai Yab Yaka,
Awayab Yaka,
Yahama Yawan,
Yahama Yawan,
Wama Shana Slaki, Wama Shana Yaka,
Wamasha Nayaka,
Nasha Awa, Nasha Awa,
Slakia. 3 years do we see? Different.
Tashakwat, all
Yeah, it should be Nasha. This is wrong. Go ahead and say it again.
Talking about Nasha Awa,
Nasha Al,
Nasha Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al Amaka,
Al Amaka,
Yarawam.
Yaira Yawam.
It's like Yaira Yawam. So why?
So what?
Why ya ta it's like ta ya atazawa.
Wayataya Atazawa,
Atazapanwika.
Altazapanwayaka,
Amara.
Amarwa,
Lakawa.
Lakawa,
Why not kayak it's like why not kayak dum.
Kayanya,
Magarya.
Magaya,
Wala
Wala'a,
Yazaka.
Yaz.
alone is Yahweh.
Art the Most High over all the earth.
Art the Most High over all the earth.
12.
Oh, salam. Blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah.
Barakatah.
Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh wa Yahweh
Wa
Shah.
ma yak ya Allah.
Wa ya ma.
Wa yak like wa ma ya ak like wa ma yak Allah.
Wa ma yak Allah.
Wa a lahayim.
Wa Allah hayim.
Matazabi. It's like matazab. By a.
Matazabia.
Okay. Alawat.
Alawab.
Yahana.
Yahana.
Ha alawapiyum.
Ha alawabiyum.
Hasaranium.
Hasaranium.
Hakwatazanium.
Hakwatazanium.
Hakaya Slag. Hakaya Yayim.
Hakaya Yoyim.
Waha Akwathian.
Waha Akwafian.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Wahashim.
Wahashim.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
The water Aman.
Water Aman. In the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Mike.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahweh.
Commanding General Yahweh.
The generals.
The general.
The captains.
The captain.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you so be.
Thank you so be it.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and
And
earth.
all things live.
And all things live.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Sin evils and curses.
Sin evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets and thy teachers.
Thy prophets and thy teachers.
The princes and the priests.
The princes and the priests.
The Israelite brothers in the school.
The Israelite brothers in the school.
Sin evils and curses.
Sin evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasures of the rich of
And
Israel.
shake looses the treasure of the riches of
That
Israel.
refuse to get to the school.
That refuse to get to the school.
Force their riches into thy sanctuary.
Force their riches into thy sanctuary.
Sin evils and curses.
Sin evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the
And
Edomites.
the nations in their drug dealers.
To the nations and their drug
The
dealers.
court system.
The court
The
system.
prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Our eminent synagogues and
The
armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Roman Catholic
The
Church.
Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse
The
Comitatus.
gay movement.
Gay
The
movement.
lesbian movement.
Lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Works of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Armies.
Army.
Navy. Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines. Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airways.
And the airways.
Cable access channel.
Cable access channel.
And the radio channel.
And the radio channel.
Convict the spirit of any of our people
Convict the spirit of any of our people
that seek to stop us.
that seek to stop
And
us.
bring swift destruction
And bring swift destruction
to all the heathen
to all the heathen
that stand in the way.
that stand in the way.
Try to stop us
Try to stop
from
us
broadcasting your word
from broadcasting your word
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
They lose all the places.
Let loose all the places
Cause them to go to and from
to cause them to go to and from
through the earth and consume them.
through the earth and consume them.
Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer.
Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer.
Let Yahweh shine.
Let Yahweh shine.
Michael
Mike
and Gabriel
and Gabriel
come down with the flying saucer
come down with the flying saucer
and punish all the heathen
and punish all the heathen
that come up against us
that come up against
as
us
we speak thy word.
as we speak thy word.
Cause to be known by all
Cause it to be known by all
that is the angels that have done it.
that it is the angels that have done it.
Cause to be spread throughout the media,
Cause it to be spread throughout the media,
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake it thy coming.
Cause the shaking.com.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Sorry, it's turn. Your shop made me have a seat. If I could close that door, but I'm sure I got some heat. Good Lord in hand for another Sabbath service. Scripture says 6 days shall our work be done, on the 7th is the Sabbath of rest. Trooper, can you read Hebrew?
La.
Can you sign up the characters yet? Do you know the characters well enough to sign them out as you see them?
La.
Okay, no sweat. We gonna bring the brother up here still. He gonna read the English again.
Good.
He gonna read the English.
Got it.
That's it. Hold up, to call you. Little one real quick.
Nah, come.
Spot you on tomorrow.
Come.
Trooper gonna sexual registry. You know how to do it.
Truth, I'm a wild Mashad. I'm a wild Mash.
Banya Howard.
Banya out.
Banya Shah. You do it right there. Let's go up. This way.
Truth, I'm a wild Mash.
Banya Howard.
Banya Howard.
Banya Shah.
Banya Sha'ala.
I'm a wad ma'ash.
I'm a wild Ma'ash.
Banya Howard.
Banya out.
Banya Sha'ala.
Banya Sha'ala.
You stand in the bottom spot. Yahabash and Yashab Rakatha.
Yahweh Hashem Mashad Barakatah.
Yahabash and Yashab Rakatha. You come around. Load the horn again. Sorry. Turn. Sorry. Turn. You hold the cup out, say, La Yasha Allah didn't drink it.
La Sha'ala.
Sorry. Sorry. All right. Shabi. Have a seat. All right, so we in Genesis chapter, I'm sorry, not Genesis. We in Exodus chapter 6 and verse 29. We're going to read 49 verses, break them down as we go. 7 verses in the Hebrew, then 7 verses in the English. 7 verses in the Hebrew, 7 verses in the English, right?
You said,
Exodus chapter 6 and verse 29. Or, 6 and 29.
6 and 29.
Yeah. You got any questions in the room before we start? Back to up.
Come.
What's that verse?
Okay, this is we didn't have no questions.
Each well good.
Okay, this is Exodus chapter 6, verse 29 in the Hebrew. Wayad, Wayad the bar, Yahweh, all, Mashah, La Amar, Anayah, Yahweh, the bar, all, Para I Ha, Malak, Mara Slaki, Mataza, Slaki, Matazarian, Of, Call, Ashar, Anayah, the bar, Alayak, verse 30, Wayah, Amar, Mashah, Lapun, it's like Lapunya, Yahweh, Hana, Anayah, Ira, Shapathium, Wa'ah, it's like Wa'ayak, Yashamai, Alayah, Para, it's like Para, Aha. Exodus chapter 7 and verse 1.
You read through verse 5.
Kanarokan. Waya Amar. Yahweh. All. Mashah. Ra'aha. Ra'ah. Salaki. Nathan. Salaki. Nathan. Tayak. Alaha. Yum. Lapar Aha. Salaki. Lapar Aha.
Lapara'ai.
Lapara I, Salaki. Wa I, Haran. Akaya, Salaki. Akayak. Yaha. Naba Ya'ak. Verse 2. Atha. Thadabar. Af. Call. Ashar. Ataza what? It's like Ataza Wak. Run. Akayak. Yadabar. All. Parai, Washalak, off, Banayah, Yashar, Salaki, Yashar, off, Yashar, Allah, Salaki, Ma'am, Ratazawai, verse 3, Wa'am, Nayah, Akwashai, off, Labah, Parai, Wahabat, like Waharab, Yaf. Yeah, Salaki. Let me say it again. Wahab, Rab, Yaf, yeah. Off. After the Yah, Athafia. Wa'af, Mawab, Pathia, Mawapathia. Ba'aratazar, Mataz, it's like Matazarian, verse 4. Wala'ah, Yashamai, Alakyum, it's like Alakma, Alakam, it's like Para'ai, one of the Thaya, one of Thafia, Off, Yadia, Bama, it's like Bama Tazarian, it's like Bamatazim, Bamatazarian, Wahawa, Taza Afya, Af, Tazabah, it's like Tazabafya, Tazaba'afya, Af, Amayah, Banayah, Yashar, it's like Yashar Allah, Ma'am, Ratazar, Matazarium, Bashapat, it's like Bashapatium, Gada Layum, Gagalium, it's like you said Gadalium, verse 5, Waya Da'awai, it's like Waya Da'awai, Matazarium, Kaya, Anaya, Yahweh, Banat Thaya, Off, Yadiyah, Io, Matazarium, Wahab, it's like Wahab, Wataza, Athium, Off, Banayah, Yashar Allah, Matawam, Kayum, Matawakam, Salaki. And that's it, sir.
All right, let's go to the English. Exodus chapter 6 and verse 29 in English.
This is Exodus chapter 6 and verse 29. That the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, I am the Lord. Speak thou unto Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and that I say unto thee.
So all that he says unto you, right? So the Most High is telling Moses to speak unto Pharaoh everything that he's about to say. Keep reading. For context, this chapter is talking about when let me see. So this is the context of this chapter is Moses was talking about being brought out of Egypt. The Most High trying to get Moses to be ready to leave. He had to go tell tell Pharaoh to let us go. But it wasn't Moses that was going to be doing the talking. The Lord gave the words to Moses to give to Aaron. Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 30. And Moses said before the Lord, Behold, I am of circumcised lips, and how shall Pharaoh hearken unto me?
He said, I'm of uncircumcised lips, and how shall Pharaoh hearken unto me? What's going to make Pharaoh listen to me? I'm not a good speaker, is what he's saying, right? Keep going.
Exodus chapter 7, verse 1. And the Lord said unto Moses, See, I have made thee God of Pharaoh, and Aaron thy brother shall be the prophet.
You see, that's why I said Aaron is going to be the one speaking, but it's not Moses. But everybody just thinks it's Moses
directly talking to Pharaoh. It's not the case. It's Pharaoh's talking to Aaron, but Aaron is relaying words from Moses directly. Keep reading.
Verse 2. Thou shalt speak all that I command thee, and Aaron thy brother shall speak unto Pharaoh, that he send the children of Israel out of his land.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart.
He said he's going to harden Pharaoh's heart. What does that mean? Good.
It's like make him be to the point where he not gonna understand, like he gonna refuse to do anything that Moses said.
That's right. Keep reading.
That I may land my hand upon Egypt, and bring forth mine armies and my friend the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by great judgments.
Right. So the Lord letting it be known that the reason why Pharaoh's not going to hearken unto Moses is because he needs to make an example out of Pharaoh. So that whenever we freed from Egypt, it won't be because the Pharaoh just let us go. It won't be because of some mere words. It's going to be to show the power of the Most High. That's what brought us freedom. Not because of what we did, not because of what Moses spoke to Pharaoh, Aaron spoke to Pharaoh, none of that. Because how Pharaoh was feeling. It all be because the Most High showed his power in the earth and proved that he was real. Keep going.
Verse 5. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord, when I stretch forth mine hand upon Egypt, and bring out the children of Israel from among them.
See what I'm saying? All right, let's go back to the Hebrew.
We started in verse 6.
Verse
right?
6.
All right, this is Exodus chapter 7.
Read through 12.
Chapter 7, verse 6. Waya Aisha, it's like Mashah, Waha, Ara, it's like Waha Arayan, it's like Aran, Kai Ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Atum, Kai, it's like Kana, Ashawa. Verse 7. Wamash, it's like Wamashah, Ban. Shama, it's like Shaman Yum. Shan, it's like Shana. Wa'ai Haran, Ban.
What's Wa Aharon?
Wa'ai Haran.
What is it?
Salaki, so I don't know.
Wa is and Ha.
Is the.
Well, technically it's the, but his name means something specifically, but it's and Aaron. Ha-Aran is Aaron, but Ha-Aran is the word Aran means something. I don't know what that something off the top of my head, but the is why that the is there. It's attached. Aaron's the only person in the scriptures whose name starts with Ha. He's the only person in history whose name starts with Ha, the name Aaron, because of what it means. Keep reading.
Shalash, Washam, Nayum, Shan, it's like Shana, Badabarium, it's like Badabarum, all, Para'ai, verse 8, Waya Amar, Yahweh, all, Mashah, Wa all, Aha, it's like Aharon, La Amar, verse 9, Kaya, Yadabar, all kites like come, all come.
Allah come.
Allah come, come. Para'ai, La Amar, Tanawai, La come, Mawa Path, Wa Amar, what's like, Wa Amarith.
Wa Amaruf.
Wa Amar, it's like, you say it one more time?
Wa Amaruf.
Wa Amaraf. Can I come? Oh, Aharan. Quack. Af. Matak. Wa Ashal. It's like Waha. Shalak.
Good job. Waha Shalak.
Waha Shalak. Lapun.
Lapunya.
Salaki. Lapunya. Para'ai. Yahaya. it's like Lathanian. Verse 10. Wayabah, Mashai, Haran, all, Parai, Waya Ishua. So like I lost my place.
It should be Khan.
Khan, Ka'ashar, Tazawai, Yahweh, Waya Shalak, Aharon, Oth, Matai, Hawaii, Lapunya, Parai, Walapunya, Badaya, Abadwaya, Salaki. Waya Hawa, it's like Waya Haya. Lathan Yun, verse 11. Waya Quara, Gum, Parai, Lakakam Yum, Wala, it's like Wala Mak Shapadim. Waya Ishua, Gum, Hum, Karatum, it's like Karatumya, Matazarium, Bala Hata, it's like Bala Hata Ya Hum, Khan, verse 12, Waya Shalaya Kawa Ayash
Salakit. Waya Shalai Yakwa.
Yakwa Kana Ayash Mata Hawa Waya Hayo. It's like Waya Hayawa.
It'll probably help if you pronounce the ha all the way. You saying huh, it's ha, and it forces the next sound out. So it's Waya Hayawa.
Okay, Waya Hayawa. Kana. Lathan Yanama. Waya Balai. Mata, it's like Mataha.
That's Mata.
Ahirad, it's like Ahiran. Aharon. Off. Matathum.
All right, let's go back to the English.
This is Exodus chapter 7 and verse 6. And Moses and Aaron did as the Lord's command them, so did they.
They did exactly what the Most High told them to do. Keep going.
Verse 7. And Moses was 80 years old.
How much is a score?
That's 100, eh?
No. A score is 20. So if he's 80, how old is he?
80 years old.
80. He says he's 80 and what?
Was 80 years old, and Aaron 83 years old.
So Aaron was 43, or slightly 40. Aaron was 83, and Moses was 80. Right? These some old men going to speak to Israel. They didn't spend not Moses, but Aaron spent his whole life a slave, and all of a sudden now he got power. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. That just shows that it don't matter how old you are, it ain't never too late to serve Most High. Keep going.
When they spake unto Pharaoh, verse 8, and the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, verse 9, when Pharaoh shall speak unto you, saying, shew a miracle for you, then thou shalt say unto Aaron, take thy rod and cast it before Pharaoh, and it shall become a serpent.
So that's now they're saying, the Lord is saying, when Moses say, show him a miracle. I'm not saying not Moses. When Pharaoh say, show us a miracle, show us that you got this power, this might, this so-called God that you believe in gave you. They're going to have something to show them. Throw your rod on the floor and let it turn into a serpent. It'll do it. Just do it. Keep going.
Verse 10, and Moses and Aaron went unto Pharaoh, and they did so as the Lord had commanded. And Aaron cast down his rod before
And
Pharaoh.
who cast down his rod before Pharaoh?
And Aaron cast down his rod before
Have
Pharaoh.
you ever seen that 10 Commandments? Is it 10 Commandments? Yeah, the 10 Commandments little movie. You know what I'm saying? They don't never show Aaron. It's only Moses. Anytime you see anything involved in this scenario, anywhere in American history, in film, media at all, period, they don't never show Aaron. It's always Moses that they show. That's why I'm making the point to clear your mind, free you from that notion that it was Moses that was talking to Pharaoh. Moses didn't say nothing to Pharaoh. He didn't talk to Pharaoh at all. Aaron did. Aaron did all the talking. Because Moses said, I'm not good to speak. Yeah, so I'm paraphrasing. He got, at least I'm of uncircumcised lips. He's not a speaker, but Aaron is. So Aaron is the prophet. Moses is the God in this case. Go ahead.
And Aaron cast down.
Hold on, brother, I had a question.
No, I just want to piggyback off what you're saying, out of one, because way before, when Moses was talking to the Most High at one point in time, way before he sent him, but he was giving him the instructions.
Mm-hmm.
So Moses said to the Most High, he said that I'm a man of like a certain speech, like I can't speak, like I want to say he had like a stuttering problem or something like that. But the Most High told him, say, don't worry about it. Your brother, he gonna do the speaking. Matter of fact, here come Aaron. You know, I'm kind of like paraphrasing, but I'm a one had read it earlier.
It was right before we had read.
So
it was right before we started.
Yeah,
that's a great point, though. Keep reading.
And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it became a serpent. Verse 11. Then Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, now the magicians of Egypt, and they also did in like manner with their enchantments.
Why do you think the Most High allowed for this thing to happen? For Pharaoh's magicians to match Aaron, turning their serpents, they rods into serpents. What's the point? What's the significance of that? Go ahead.
Basically, like I heard General Yohana say it one time.
If you could like slide over. Come on, the edge of the table here.
Like I heard General.
You got like 4 feet table. All right, go ahead.
I heard General Yohana said it one time. It's like the Most High is basically setting up a movie. Like he's setting up the show the way it's gonna show who the bad guys is, and it's gonna show who the good guys is. You feel me? So like, if it'll get to a point where like they trying to match everything that Moses them doing, but once he say the plagues coming, they can't match the plagues. They can't match, you know, the frogs, you know, they can't match the all the locusts that was gonna come. They couldn't match that.
All right. The first part of what you said is the real point. You know what I'm saying? The point is to prove that the Pharaoh has some power to be able to do some things, but there's a limit to how powerful he is. Meanwhile, the God that Moses and Aaron serving is more powerful than anything the Pharaoh's magicians could replicate. That's the same thing as like modern day. You know, we looking for chariots to crack the sky one day. One day it's gonna happen. But now they got Project Bluebeam. Now they got sightings of chariots every day. So we don't know what's real and what's not. But there's gonna come a time where the Most High is gonna send Christ. That sky really gonna crack open. Then the Esau won't be able to replicate that. You ain't gonna be confused when you see the real signs of the Lord. Is the point. Keep reading.
Verse 12. For they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents. But Aaron's rod swallowed up their rods.
Right. So Aaron's serpent swallowed up theirs. Right. Let's go back to the Hebrew.
Come. This is Exodus chapter 7 and verse 14 in the Hebrew. Verse 13 in the Hebrew, where you want me to stop at?
19.
Go. Waya Kazak. Para'ai. Wala'ai. Shemai. Alaham. Ka'ashar, Dabar, Yahweh. Verse 14. Waya Amar, Yahweh. All, Mashai, Kabad, Labad, Para'ai, Ma'an, Lashalat, Ha'ain, verse 15. Lakat, it's like Lakai, all, Parai, Babakar, Hana, it's like Hana Ha, Yatazai, Ham, it's like Hamai, Yamai, Wana, it's like what, Wana, Tazab, so it's like Wana, Tazabath, Laquar, Atawa, I, Shapath, Haya, it's like Haya Ara, Wahan, it's like Wahai, Mata, Ashar, Nahai Pa, Lana Kash, Takwak, Bayad, it's like Bayadak, verse 16. Wa'ai Shem, it's like Wa'ai Mar, it's like Wa'ai Maraf, Allah Yawah, Yahweh, Allah Hayah, it's like Ha'ai Barim, Shalakan, it's like Shalakanya, Allah Yak, La Amar, Shalak, of Amaya, it's like Amaya, Waya Abad, Danya, Bama, it's like Bama, Dabar, Waha, it's like Waha Naya, it's like Waha Ana, La'a, Shama'aith, Aid, Kaha, verse 17, Kaha, Amar, Yahweh, Baza'ath, Tadai, Kaya, Anaya, Yahweh, Hanaha, Anakaya, Makai, it's like Bamata, Ashar, Baya, it's like Bayadaya, Ayo, Hamayum, Ashar, Baya Ar, it's like Baya Ara, Wanaha, Pakwa, Ladum, verse 18. Wahad it's like Wahad the God, Ashar, Baya Ara, Tamawath, Wabaash, Haya Ara, Wanala'awa, Matazarium, Lashath Wath, Mayum, Mana, Haya Ara, verse 19, Waya Amar, Yahweh, all, Mashah, Amar, all, Ha'aran, Kakwat, Matak, Wanatab, Yadak, Al, Maya, Matazarium, all, Naharathim, all idols like you. It's like Ya'ai, Raya, it's like Ya'ai, Raya
You're at verse 19, right?
Kind.
I'm looking for where you at.
I'm on the second line of we're right there at Wa'ai. Why I lie.
On the second line?
See where I at?
I don't see what aisle on the second line. 119.
You see this right here?
In the third line.
Yeah. Oh, that is third line. Well, I am a gum. It's like a gum. Your hum.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I am call my kwa my yum. Yeah. So okay, my yum. So like my yum. Your hum. Waya, hayawa, dumb, waha, yum. So like waha, yaha, dumb, bakal, aratazai, matazarian. So like I said, does that say land of Egypt?
Matazarian?
Yeah, no, aratazai, matazarian.
Aratazai, land of Egypt.
Kind. Waba I tazayum. Waba I, so like Waba I banyum. And that's it.
All right. Okay, let's go back to the English.
All right, this is Exodus chapter 7 and verse 13. And he hardened Pharaoh's heart, that he hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had said.
Right, so the Most High said he was going to hearken Pharaoh's heart so that he don't listen to them, right? That was the whole point, right? Keep going.
Verse 14. And the Lord said unto Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hardened. He refuseth to let the people go.
He refused to what?
Let the people go.
Pharaoh refused to let the people go. Moses is saying, Slack it. Hold on. Where we at? Verse 13?
14.
Okay, Khan. So the Most High told Moses again that he's not going to let y'all go. He's going to keep, you're going to go and keep trying in front of him, and he's going to keep denying y'all what y'all supposed to be getting. And again, the whole point is so that the Most High can show his power. But first, he had to make sure the earth saw how powerful Pharaoh was first, how able to deny Moses Pharaoh was. So that way, whenever he come and crush Pharaoh, there ain't no doubt about it. There was nothing other than the Most High. Who could best the beast other than the Most High? That's the point. Same way it's going to be when we get out of this captivity. Keep reading.
Verse 15. Get thee unto Pharaoh in the morning. Lo, he goeth out into the water, and thou shalt stand by the river's brink against he come. And the rod which he has turned to the serpent shalt thou take into thine hand.
Right. So he's telling Moses, now you're going to go stand out by the water, and you're going to place your rod in your hand. Keep going.
Verse 16. And thou shalt say unto him, the Lord thy God of the Hebrews have sent me unto thee, saying, let my people go, and they may serve me with the wilderness. And behold, hitherto thou wouldest not hear.
Right. So even though that you ain't going to hear it, even though Pharaoh not going to hear you, still going to go out there, and again, you're going to proclaim that the Most High is demanding you to free his people. Keep going.
Verse 17. Thus said the Lord, in this thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Behold, I will smite with the rod that is mine hand upon the waters which are in the river, and they shall be turned to blood.
Right, so now he's about to turn the river's water into blood. And of course, that's not going to be enough either, but it has to be done again to prove Pharaoh's power in the earth so that the Most High can prove his power over Pharaoh. Keep going.
Verse 18. And the fish that is in the river shall die, and the river shall sink, and the Egyptians shall loath to drink of the water of the river.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 19. And the Lord spake unto Moses, say unto Aaron, take thy rod and stretch out thine hand upon the waters of Egypt, upon their streams, upon their rivers, and upon their ponds, and upon all their pools of water, and they may become blood, and that there may be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, both in vessels of wood and in the vessels of stone.
Right, so as you see, the Most High told Moses that he's going to take his staff, place it in the river directly. Then Aaron is going to take his hand, wave his hand, and everything that got water in it is going to be turned to blood. Everything. Even the stuff that That water's already been sitting in. You know you put water in here this morning. Now it's blood in there. All of it's gonna be made with blood. You see what I'm saying? Keep going. Oh, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to the Hebrew. Read verse 20.
This is verse 20.
And end it 2. 8 and 2.
You said 82?
8 and 2.
I can't hear you.
Read through 8 and 2. Chapter 8 and verse 2.
Oh, chapter 8 to verse 2. Okay.
Good.
I thought you were saying read the verse 8 to 2. I said, wait a minute.
Read through 8 and 2.
Okay, this is Exodus chapter 7, verse 20 in the Hebrew. Waya Ashawah Khan Mashai Wa'aharan Ka'ashar Tazawa Yahweh Waya Waya Rum Bamatai Wayak off Hamayum Hamayum Ashar Baya Ara La'ayan La'ayan Ya Para'ai Wala Ayan Ya it's like a body Yawah Waya ha it's like high Pakawa Call Hamayum Ashar Baya it's like Baya Ara Ladama verse 21 Waha Daga Ashar Baya Ara Mata Waya Ba'ash it's like Ba'ash Haya Ara Wala'a Zakalawa Matazarian Lashaf Waf.
Salaka, you said Zakalawa.
Where we at?
Yakawa.
You kind of say Yakawa.
I thought you said Zakalawa.
Oh, La'a. Yakawa. Matazarian. Lashan. Thawaf.
Lashaf Waf.
I should start the first time. Lashaf Waf.
Okay.
Mayum.
What's Mayum?
Mayum is water.
Okay.
Man. Haya Ara. Waya. It's like Waya Haya. Haidum. Bakal. Arataza Matazarian. Verse 22. Waya Ashaw. Waya Ashawa. Khan.
Salaka is Waya Aishwa.
Waya Aishwa Salaki. Khan. Karatum. What? Karatumya. Matazarian. Balata Yaham Waya Hazak it's like Haya Kazak
Waya Kazak.
Haya Waya Kazak Labad Lab Salaki Para'ai Wala'ai Shemai Allahayim, it's like Allahum. Ka'ashar. Dabar. Yahweh. Verse 23. Waya. Wayapan. So like Para'ai. Waya. Ba'a. All. By Bayathwa. Bayathwa. Wala'a. Shaf. Labawai. Gum. Laza'ah. verse 22, verse 24. Waya Ka Parva called Matazarian Sabar Yabath Haya Aran.
Salaki, hold on. Sabai Yabath. Sabai Yabath.
Sabayabath Haya Aran Mayum.
It's Haya R.
Which word? Word before Mayum?
Gun. It's Haya R.
Haya R. Salaki. Mayum. Lashath Waf. Kaya. La'a. Yakalwa. Lashatha. Mama Yum Ya.
Salaki is the Shah Lashafaf.
Lashathaf. Mama Yum Ya. Haya R. Verse 25. Wayum La'a. Shaba'if. Yum Akarya. Hakawaf.
Y'all know what a car means? You know what a car means?
La.
Means other. So, or choice. So the ya at the end, if you look at you can't really see it, but possessive additives is me or my, right?
Good.
So it's me or my choice, me or my option. You know what I'm saying?
Good. Good. Yahweh. Oh. Haya R. Verse 26. Waya Amar. Yahweh. Oh. Mashai. Ba. Or is it Ba'a?
It's ba.
Just Ba?
Ka.
Ba. Oh. Para'ai. Wa Amartha. Allah Yum.
Salaki is wa Amarath.
Why Amarath. Salaki. Allah Yawah.
Allah Yahweh.
Allah Yawah. So like how is it just Ka?
Ka is Ka.
Ka. Amar. Yahweh. Shalak. Off. I'm a ya.
I'm ya.
Waya. Ibadanya.
Good job.
Verse 27. Wa'am. Ma'an. Athar. Lashalak. Hainaha.
Hana.
Salaki. Anak. Anakia. Nagat. Off. Kala. Call. Gabu Walak. Gabu Walak. Batazab. Batazap. Is it Batazap Zapar?
Ba taza pa ra da ayam. Ba taza par da ayam.
Ba taza par da ayam. Kind of verse 28.
Oh, where is that? That's verse 29. I mean, that's verse 27.
That's right before verse 28. The last word before verse 28.
Okay, I have to find that.
Verse 28. Washar Tazan. Hi ya ar. Taza par da ayam. Wa I lawa. Waba awa. Baba yatak. Waba wabak dar.
Salaki, hold on, wait a minute. You said it's in what verse?
It's the last word right before verse 28.
So we gotta update that Torah then because that's not right.
Yeah.
What's the first word in verse
27?
26? What's the first word?
Waya Amar.
Keep going.
Waya Amar Yahweh all Mashah Ba all Parai.
Okay, so you're already in chapter 8 now. Verse 27, verse 26 is chapter 1 of verse 1 of chapter 8. You read, so where did you start at?
Verse 20 of Exodus 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You already read the verse?
Yeah, he's on verse 3 right now.
Okay, finish reading that verse then. Verse 20, what is that? 28?
28.
Keep reading. Finish reading it.
Washar, it's like Washar, what's like Washar Taza.
What you say?
No, because when you said verse 2, I was like 28. Oh,
Yeah.
but it's verse 3.
We gotta
Okay.
update the
That's
Torah.
what I was trying to, I was confused when you
Yeah.
kept saying it. Okay.
Haya Arad, Tazapar, Da Ayum, Wa I Lawa, Waba Awa, Baba Yaf, it's like Baba Yatak, Wabak Dar.
If I could, that long word that I was looking for, it means with frogs.
With who?
With frogs. The Hebrew word.
Oh, okay.
The Hebrew word for frog is long as hell. It is.
I'm kind of looking at it like, damn, that's a long word.
It's Taza, Pa, Ra, Dai. Taza, Har, Taza, Paradai. The Hebrew word for frog is Taza, Paradai. Long as hell for no reason. So ain't no reason for that word to be that damn long. Go ahead, keep reading. I didn't even know that. I never even thought to look for the word frog. That's what it is.
Moshe Kabak. Wa'ai, it's like Wa'ailu. Mata, Ta. Wab, B'yat, it's like Wab, B'yata. I, but it's like I, but Da, Ya. Waba I, Ma. Wabaf, it's like Wabathan. Ra, Ya.
Is that it?
La is one last word. It's long as hell.
Where are we at? Where are you at on
The
here?
last verse.
The last word in verse what?
Right before verse 29.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's Waba Ma.
Waba Ma. Sha'ar
Rawathian.
Rawaf. That I think.
Rawath Yak.
Oh, yeah, kind. So Waba Ma. Sha'ar Wata Yak.
Hold on. Wait. It's Wabama.
Wabama.
Sha'ara. Wathyak. Wabama. Sha'ara Wathyak. Wa, ba, ma are all three prepositions, and shots like it. All four of those characters are prepositions. That means that wa is with, that ba is in, that ma is of, and that sha is pertaining to. It's pertaining to where that is. I don't know if the actual word that root word is there though. But is that it?
Okay.
Let's get it back into English. I need to update that Torah. Remind me to tell how we gotta update that.
So
Put a note on there. You got a pen?
So it would start at.
When y'all got a pen?
So it would start from chapter 7.
In verse 26.
Verse 26.
Put a star next to it so that I can tell Hakallah that we need to reprint that whole section right there and make that part of chapter 8. That's the beginning of chapter 8. Or just pull the paper out. You gotta write on the laminate. Just slide the sheet up out there. Yeah, that way you can just. So don't rip it though. Let's get it in English. Go ahead.
This is Exodus chapter 7 and verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
You want to read the verse 3?
Verse 3. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's where he stopped.
7. No, you're gonna read to verse 1 in chapter 8. Damn. Yeah, you got to.
That's always gonna be you.
Wait a minute, hold on. No, you're not at 20. You're at 23.
23.
You should be at 23.
Okay.
So that's gonna make it to 3. Yeah, right.
Okay.
Good.
This is Exodus chapter 7, verse 23. And Pharaoh turned and went into his house. Neither did he set his heart to this also.
Right. So by it saying, neither did he set his heart to this also. Your heart is your mind. When the scriptures talk about your heart, you know what I'm saying? So his mind he didn't put his mind on nothing that was happening. Right. It's starting to get to him now, though, that he keep trying and all this crazy stuff keep happening. I gotta keep everybody else sane. I gotta keep everybody intact under my rulership. Keep going.
Verse 24. And all the Egyptians digged round about the river for water to drink, for they could not drink of the water of the river.
Right, because he turned it all into blood. Keep going.
Verse 25. And 7 days were fulfilled. After that, the Lord has smitten the river.
So it's been 7 days since they've been able to drink water off this river, and they ain't been able to find no clean water yet. Keep going. Oh, good.
I want to point out, like, I know today the average human can't go 72 hours without water. So, like, how did that happen?
You got goat milk, cow milk, all of the sources of water that you can drink, but it ain't water. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot about goat milk and all that other stuff.
So like
you got like coconut water.
Yep, coconut water. You know what I'm saying? It's not technically water though. It's water mixed with other stuff that's from the minerals from the coconut, from the plant. Or they can cut open plants. Cactuses got water in them. You know what I'm saying? They're in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
Exodus chapter 7, verse 8. And the Lord spake unto
8 verse 1, Salaki.
8 verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, Go unto Pharaoh and say unto him, Thus said the Lord, let my people go, and they may serve me.
Right. So the Most High sent Moses to tell Aaron to tell the Most High to let us go so that we can serve him. Right. Now, if you read earlier, let me see. No, this is about where it happened, so I ain't gonna get into it. Keep reading.
Verse 2. And if thou refuse to let them go, behold, I will smite all of the borders with frogs.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3. And the river shall bring forth frogs abundantly, which shall go up and come into thine house, and into thine bedchambers, and upon thy bed, and into thy house of thy servants, and upon thy people, and unto thy ovens, and into thy kneading troughs.
Kneading troughs.
Kneading
right?
troughs.
There's gonna be frogs everywhere. Kneading troughs is where they used to make bread, right? It's a trough. It's a trough. They used to make bread, right? So it's saying that the frogs is gonna be everywhere. It's literally it's raining frogs. Goddamn, it's frogs everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the plagues the Most High is gonna put on them. What I was gonna say though is, if you read earlier though, Israel before Moses got to talking to Pharaoh, he was asking if they could go and serve their God for 3 days. They said that they would come back, and then Pharaoh wouldn't let them do that. You know what I'm saying? So now here we are again. He's telling them, "Let us go and serve our God." And if you don't, this time frogs gonna come out everywhere. So that water you couldn't drink, now it's gonna be frogs coming about that water everywhere. And they're gonna get everywhere all in your house. Ain't nothing you can do about it, right? Let's go back to the Hebrew. So where you at in the Hebrew?
I would technically be starting at verse
29. So you would read 1. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You'll read through verse 7.
So I'm already in chapter 8.
You're reading, start verse 29 and read through chapter. Read through verse 6. Start at 29 and read through verse 6.
John. Wabaka. Salaki. Waba Salaki. Wabakal. Ibadyak. Ya Ilawa. Hatazapar the Ayum.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be verse? Because I gotta call the verse out.
And what verse is that?
It would be starting at verse 1 of Exodus 8 in here.
Let me think. That ends at 25. 29 is verse 4.
So it'd be
Verse 5.
29 is verse 4.
Yeah, so now you're on verse 5.
Okay, 5. Waya Amar Yahweh all Mashai Amar all Aharon Natai Af Yadak Bamatat Al Hanahar. It's like Hanaharath. Hanaharath. Al Hayah Arayum. Wa'ai. It's like Wa'il. Ha'agum Yum. It's like Ha'agum Yum. Wa'ha'il. Off. Ha'tazapar Da'ayum. Ayo.
That's that word again. That's the frogs.
Kind.
Keep going.
Aratazar Matazarian, verse 6. Wayat. Aharan of Yadawa Ayo. Maya Maya Matazarian. Wa'at
Slaki, that was my yum.
My yum.
My yum.
Oh, Slaki. I'm reading fast. Matazarian. What the ayo. Ha'atazapar the I. What the kas of Aratazar Matazarian, verse 7. What ya Ashawah Khan Hakar. So like Hakar Tamayum. Balata Yahum Waya Alawa of Tazapar the Ayin Ayo Ratazar Matazarian, verse 8. I'm reading down which verse?
What is it?
I'm about to be on.
You read two more verses.
So verse 9.
Good.
Verse 8. Waya Kwara Para I Lama Shah Wala Hayran
Wala
Aharan Waya Amar it's like I Tayar. What's like Ha'ai Tayarwa. Oh, Yahweh. Wayasar Salaki. Hatazapar the Ayam. Mama Naya. Why it's like
Mamanya
Salaki. Wamai Amaya. So it's like Wamai Amaya.
Wa ma'imya. That wa is a preposition. All your prepositions, you'll say them by themselves. It just make it easier. You'll say that first character. And generally when you read it, you'll say the first character by itself. So in this case, it will be wa ma'imya.
Wa ma'imya.
The next one is wa ashalak. Salaki. Ashalaka. Wa ashalaka.
Wa ashalaka. Of. Ha'ayin.
See, so it says ha'ayin.
So that's
it's a
like
preposition. God is literally saying the and then the ayin.
Oh, so you don't know what the ayin is?
No, off the top of my head.
And that's verse 8, right?
Yes. Look, just keep going. I'll tell you when to stop.
God. Why is Zab Kawa La Yahweh, verse
So like it's Wayazabakwa.
Wayazabakwa. La Yahweh, so like La Yahweh, that means to Yahweh, right? Okay. Verse 9. Waya Amar Mashai La Parai Ha, so like Ha Tapar Ilaya Alia Lama, so like Lamathia. So like, how do I say it?
Aithayar.
Aithayar. So like, Lot. Wala, so like, Wala, Ibad Yum.
Yak.
So like, Ibad Yak. Wala, I'm Ka. So like, Wala, Imak. Laha Kar Yath Hatazapar the Ayum Mamak Wamabaf Yak Rock Bayan Ar Tasha Aran, so like Tasha Aran.
Tasha Arana.
So Tasha Arana.
Okay.
Verse 10, I believe.
Kind of the last one.
Waya Amar Lama Kar Waya Amar Kata, it's like Kata Barak Lama Ain Tata I Kaya Ayat, it's like Ayan. Kaya, it's like Kaya Hawa I. It's like Hawa Ha.
Ka Yahweh.
Kaya House a lot. I ain't even pay attention to that. Kaya House a lot. Allah Hayan, it's like Allah Hayanwa.
Allah Hayanawa.
Allah Hayanawa.
Come. Let's get back into English.
This is Exodus chapter 8 and verse 4.
Come.
And the frog shall come up both on thee and upon thy people and upon all thy servants.
There'll be frogs everywhere. Keep reading.
Verse 5. And the Lord spake unto Moses, say unto Aaron, stretch forth thine hand with thine rod over the streams, over the rivers, and over the ponds, and cause frogs come up upon the land of Egypt.
Again, the Most High is telling Moses to tell Aaron just to stretch his hand forward. The importance of him just stretching his hand forward is showing the real power. He ain't got to do no setup like these magicians had to do. He ain't got to do no trickery, no prep, nothing. It was literally just, I put my hand out, now these frogs going to come upon you because I told you it's about to happen. You see what I'm saying? It's again showing the Most High's real power versus the power of man, where they simulate power. They emulate power. Keep going.
Verse 6. And Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7. And the magicians did so with their enchantments and brought up frogs upon the land of Egypt.
You said they did so with their what? Magicians did
so with their enchantments.
With their what?
With their enchantments.
See how they got to do all this prep and set up? They got to have enchantments and all this carrying on. They got to do sciences to make a bunch of frogs jump out the water. Aaron didn't have to do that. All Aaron had to do was just stretch his hand forward. He's showing something to his people. It's not just to show Pharaoh or just to show the Hamites, the Egyptians, who the Most High is and what he's capable of. It's also to show the children of Israel the God that they serve is real. He's not just some made up fictional character of their past history that they done forgot about. It's a real God who has real power. Y'all see Moses actually, not Moses, I'm sorry. Y'all see Aaron actually just stretching his hand forward in contrast to the Egyptian pharaoh and the magicians who have to do enchantments and prep work to make the same thing happen. Aaron ain't doing nothing but stretching his hand forward, commanding the frogs to jump out the water. Keep going.
Verse 8. Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron and said, entreat the Lord that he may take away the frogs from me and from my people, and I will let the people go, and they may do sacrifice unto the Lord.
See, so now he's saying, if you can tell Moses to get rid of these frogs, and I'll let y'all go. So y'all go serve y'all God. I'll let y'all go. He's about, again, he was already thinking about it before. Now he's at the point where he's about to be fed up. Right? He's getting there. Keep going.
Verse 9. And Moses said unto Pharaoh, Glory over me. When shall I entreat for thee, and for thy servants, and for thy people, to destroy the frogs from thee and thy house, that they may remain in the river only?
So he said to Pharaoh, when am I supposed to do this for you? When am I supposed to get rid of these frogs? At one point. What point? Keep reading.
Verse 10. And he said, tomorrow. And he said, be it according to thy word, that thou mayest know that there is none like unto the Lord our God.
There is none like what?
There is none like unto the Lord our God.
That was the whole point. Again, like I said, was to show the Lord's power in the earth, the real power. There ain't none like him. So you can have your enchantments. The white man can have all his sciences and all of his spaceships that he make and stuff like that, but it ain't nothing compared to the power of the Lord. And the Lord gonna give us opportunities to actually show that, as opposed to us just saying it and then magic one day it just happened. No, he gives us opportunities to show his power, right? People that's been strung out on drugs forever ain't never got off dope. You never thought they would get off dope, straighten their lives up, then they find out about the truth. Now they clean. That's the power of the Lord. Where the white man's science is to wean them off, get them off heroin, so we give them Suboxone and Subutex. That ain't nothing but substitute. Now he addicted to Subutex and Suboxone. It ain't no real fix. The only real fix is the truth. They find the truth, then they get clean for real because they choose that they want to be clean. The Lord put it in their spirit. That's what we're doing right here. Is we changing people's spirits. That's the same thing that the Most High is using Moses to do for his people. Pharaoh, he nothing but a demonstration. You know what I'm saying? He's a teaching tool. The point is to show the Lord's power to the people of Israel so that they have faith. They really believe. So when it's time to walk out of Egypt through the damn river, a tower of water on this side, a tower of water on this side, they ain't going to be scared. They're like, well, no, we really can do this. Because they had seen the power of the Lord all the way up to this point. That was the point, to build their faith up, as well as to destroy Pharaoh's pride. You feel me? Keep reading. Oh, is that it?
Con.
Was that the last verse?
That's verse 11. But you told me to read the verse 9, but we went to 10.
We get off track.
Keep reading.
All right, look, we just gonna keep reading the English from now on. We will drop the Hebrew because we gotta get that fixed. We can't do nothing with that.
Yeah.
He's gonna read the rest of it in English.
Verse
23.
23.
Okay.
Verse 23.
No, we're gonna read to.
Oh, 3. Okay.
Salakia.
Exodus chapter 8, verse 11. And the frogs shall depart from thee, and from thy house, and from thy servants, and from thy people. They shall remain in the river only.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12. And Moses and Aaron went out from Pharaoh, and Moses cried unto the Lord because of the frogs which he had brought against Pharaoh.
All right, so now he done went and did. Moses did what he said he was going to do for Pharaoh. He asked Pharaoh, when do you want me to go and treat the Most High so that you can not get rid of these frogs so then you can let us go? He said, do it tomorrow. So the next day came. Moses kept his word. He went to the Most High and asked the Most High to remove the frogs from Pharaoh's house. Keep going.
Verse 13. And the Lord did according to the word of Moses.
And the Most High did it.
And the frogs died out of the houses, out of the villages, and out of the fields. Verse 14.
I could notice how I said they died. They didn't go back in the water. They just died. Mm-hmm. They died. Not in Egypt. You got to clean that stuff up. You better keep going. They probably stink all through Egypt at that point. Yeah. Keep going.
Verse 14. And they gathered them together upon heaps, and the land stank.
You see what I'm saying? They had to gather them together. They didn't go back in the water. They died right there where it was at. So they had to scoop them up, put them in piles, and they stunk. Keep going.
Verse 15. But when Pharaoh saw that there was respite, he hardened his heart and hearkened unto them as the Lord had said.
And hearkened not unto them. So he had respite, which means he saw that there was peace now. That they got these stinking ass frogs out the house and off the streets. But now everything calm, it's cool. He immediately turned back on the switch. No, y'all ain't going nowhere. Keep going.
Verse 16. And the Lord said unto Moses, say unto Aaron, stretch out thy rod and smite the dust of the land.
Now he telling Moses to tell Aaron to take his rod, smack it on the ground. Keep going.
That it may become lice throughout all the land of Egypt.
You know what lice is? Y'all just know. Could you imagine that? The sand turning into lice? You know how much lice that is? Yeah, y'all know what lice is, right? That's getting your hair, and it populates in your scalp and your head, man. Imagine the sand. You see how? So imagine this whole black table. I touch it with this toothpick. Now all this thread turned into black to roaches. That's essentially what we're looking at here, except it's the sand. They're everywhere. It's the desert. It's horrifying, man. Keep going.
Verse 17. And they did so, for Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod and smote the dust of the earth, and it became lice in man and in beast, and all the dust of the land became lice throughout all the land of Egypt. Verse 18. And the magicians did so with their enchantments to
They
bring.
did so with what?
With their enchantments.
They did the same thing with their enchantments. Somehow, some way, these crafty bastards somehow, some way found a way to turn literal sand into lice. It's amazing. It's a hell of a science, but it ain't the same thing that the Most High had Moses do. Had Aaron do. Aaron just took his staff and just stabbed it into the ground. Boom. Now the ground literally turned into lice. They had to do enchantments. They found a way to make it happen somehow, some way. But it ain't the same thing. Keep going.
And the magicians did so with their enchantments to bring forth lice, but they could not. So there were lice upon man and upon beast.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 19. Then the magician said unto Pharaoh, this is the finger of God.
They said what?
This is the finger of God.
They saw Aaron do something they could not replicate. No matter how hard they tried, they couldn't replicate it. They said this is the finger of God. Only God can stick his finger in the ground and turn it all into lice. Keep going.
This is the finger of God. And Pharaoh's heart was hardened. He hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had said.
He wasn't even trying to hear his own people no more. His magician. He said, y'all quitters. Y'all gave up. I'm not listening to y'all. Because this God that they serve ain't real. Y'all was able to replicate everything they did up to this point. Y'all just ain't figured it out. That's all it is. He refused to believe that he could be wrong. It's hubris. Keep going.
Verse 20. And the Lord said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh. Lo, he cometh forth the water. And say unto them, thus said the Lord, let my people go, and that they may serve me.
So now he's telling Moses to go to Aaron early in the morning. Go to Pharaoh early in the morning and tell him the exact same thing. Let my people go so that they may serve me. Let the children of Israel go so we can go serve our God. Keep reading.
Verse 21. Else, if thou wilt not let my people go,
if you don't let my people go,
behold, I will send swarms of flies upon thee, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thy houses.
There's going to be flies everywhere. Keep going.
And the houses of the Egyptians shall be full of swarms of flies, and also the ground whereon they are.
So not only are they going to be flying in the air, everywhere you step, they're going to be flies. This is before modern technology. We're not talking about houses that had airtight seals around doors. So even if you close the door and they ain't flying in the house no more, they still crawling under the doorway, under the crack of the door. You're going to have flies everywhere. Ain't nothing you can do to stop it. Keep going.
Verse 22. And I will sever in the day of the land of Goshen, in which my people dwell, that no swarms of flies shall be there, to the end of thou mayest know that I am the Lord in the midst of the earth.
At this point right here, it's not only about proving the point to the children of Israel no more. Now Pharaoh done made it clear that he don't care if there's a Most High God. He refused to believe it no matter what nobody around him says. So now at this point is to prove a point to him specifically. Now I'm gonna affect everywhere in Egypt with flies. They're gonna be everywhere, but they won't be where the children of Israel are. You can't deny the Lord's power at this point no more. Now it's flat out either you're gonna let us go or you're gonna kill us. One or two is going to have to happen, but you're going to be affected with these flies, and we're not going to be affected with these curses. Sidebar. Since we're at the end, that's the end, right?
Did you say 22 or 23?
23.
I got one more.
Read 23.
In verse 23, and I will put a division between my people and thy people. Tomorrow shall this sign be.
See what I'm saying? He's going to put a division. He's going to show that there's a difference between the children of Israel and the Hamites, the Egyptians, right? But sidebar, right? So, notice how we was reading about all the plagues earlier, right? Did it say anything about how there wouldn't be no flies? No frogs in the land of Goshen then? Well, we was dwelling at then. What about the water being blood? Did it say it wouldn't affect where we were then? Why do y'all think that's important?
I think it's it's like saying like, you know, I'm gonna make you a believer, you know, and like it's like, you know, like a lot of people, like we said before, like, you know, it's to be wise. It's better to be wise than to learn the hard way. You know, so I feel like, you know, it's kind of like him saying, okay, you can either trust in my word and what I say, or, you know, I can prove to you, you know, what to do, what will happen if you disobey me.
God, but what is the purpose of the Most High? I won't give it to you. What's the purpose of the Most High not making those things happen? I'm sorry. What's the purpose of him allowing those same plagues that happened all over land of Egypt to happen in Goshen where we were dwelling up until we got to the flies? Why did it happen where we were dwelling there as well? Why is that important?
You said, why did the Lord allow it to happen where we was at also?
Mm-hmm. All the way up until the flies. That's the only time it said it didn't happen in the land of Goshen. So we have to assume that it all happened where we were dwelling. So, if that's the case, why is it important that it happened where we were dwelling too?
So it kind of plays into what I said earlier, you know, like how the Most High setting up a movie. Mm-hmm. So now, like with him setting up where it's not touching us, that's to show Pharaoh, like, yo, it's the Most High doing this.
I get that, but why did all the other plagues touch us where we were dwelling? Why did it happen where we were too?
To make us believe also.
Give him a hand. Mm-hmm. That's the whole point. It's to show us, not only to make us believe, but also to show us that we have to endure. We have to deal with the hardship that's going to come. When Christ comes back, it's going to be the exact same thing. It ain't going to be we experiencing just hell in this captivity and then all of a sudden it just stop. No, Christ won't come back. We're going to be still experiencing hell until Christ gathers us up out of this captivity. Until then, there's a time frame where we're going to still be, where food is going to go short and we're going to be hungry. That's why we have to collect food here at the school. It's going to be a time where it's going to be hard pressed on collecting bottled water. Neither everybody going to be trying to get bottled water. So we have to start collecting water now. We have to prepare for that hardship, but we have to know that hardship is coming. It's unavoidable, but it's necessary. Another example of what I'm describing right now is with COVID. When COVID came, it brought the world to its knees. But black people didn't have to be slaves for however many months. My little sister, she was working for the correctional facilities in Nashville, not Nashville, but in Murfreesboro. And she got $800. She quit her job and was getting $800 a week from unemployment. She didn't have to work, so she was just stacking money. You know what I'm saying? For a brief moment in time, she wasn't a slave. But we still had to suffer COVID. To have that bit of peace, we had to suffer. That's the exact same thing that's happened with the children of Israel in Egypt. That's why it was important for the Most High to allow those plagues to touch them so that they understood that these things, for one, the main thing is so they know the Most High is real. That's always the number one priority. But for two, so that they understand that y'all going to have to suffer too to be free. You're going to have to suffer to be free. It was preparing them for the hardship of what's to come. Because right after this, whenever they finally do get free, where they got to go? They got to go out to the damn desert. There ain't no water out there. Ain't no food out there. You got to walk all day. And then rest at night. Then walk all day. Sometimes they was walking at night. The pillar turned into a pillar of fire at night. It turned to a cloud of, it was just a cloud during the day. They'll turn to a pillar of fire so they can see where they was going, that they was following. That's preparing them. The Lord was preparing them for hardship. And that's also what's going to happen when we free from this captivity. We have to endure the hardships that's going to come to our oppressor as a byproduct of our freedom. But we have to endure it too until we don't have to no more. We have to be prepared and ready. And it's also, it shows who's really, really for the Lord, who ain't.
Right.
Because those that ain't, they won't seek a way to be free from the hardship by any means. If Esau say, come over here, we got these food stores, you just can't be in with that truth nonsense. You can't be claiming you're Israelite nothing. You're not being an Israelite now because you want some food, because you don't want to go thirsty. You don't got faith the Lord gonna feed you and give you drink. That's the point. We're gonna be finished early. I really don't want to have to finish early. Shoot. All right. Anybody got any questions? Go ahead, sis.
Well, it's a question and a comment together. So when you was just saying about the my look at it on is like we read it and you explaining it to us like it's going to be hardships. So therefore, we should get prepared before time that God telling us get prepared because like what's going on now about the food and the prices finna go up and all this, and we know this. So like he giving us understanding now that the prices finna go up. All this stuff is this stuff finna happen in China and all this stuff. So get prepared now. So you won't have to. You can sit back and even though we're going through hardship among the earth and among the government, we can like what they say. What he say like sit back and just look. Because we already prepared for what's gonna go on.
God, exactly. Give me Romans 15:4. Because the Bible says exactly what you just described, right? And that was a heavy point. Because it's the reason why we explain things the way we explain them when we read the scriptures and break them down so that you can understand what's gonna happen going forward. You get what I'm saying? It's Romans chapter 15 and verse 4.
Oh, Romans.
Mm-hmm. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans. 15 and verse 4. When you get it, check me out. You're not walking.
This is Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
It was written for our what?
For our learning.
Keep reading.
That we through a patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Right? It's for you to learn from so that you can have hope. The only way you're going to learn how to deal with what's coming in the future is if you look at what happened in the past. And the only way you're going to have hope that you're going to survive this coming struggles that's coming in the future is if you look at how we had to endure in the past. That's why it's so important, again, it was so important for them to have to suffer. They had to suffer, but keep faith. It's developing your spiritual strength. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing as if you got gold, right? Gold is a ore by itself in the ground isn't just gold. It's gold mixed with other crap. But you have to put it through fire and beat it and burn it and then put it back through the fire. And you keep doing this process, and eventually you're going to get all the impurities out. Then you have real gold, not just all that other crap that was tagged along with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that we have to suffer so that we can grow. That was the whole point of what the Most High was doing in the land of Egypt until it came to the flies. Because at that point, then it became about making sure that Pharaoh understood what he was dealing with. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the Most High had to make his heart super, super, super hard so that whenever any other nation decided that they wanted to have that same mentality, that they's not going to bend to the will of Israel, that they knew what was going to happen. You're not as mighty as Pharaoh. Pharaoh was the most powerful in the earth at the time. No other nation was near his power. So then if we was able to defeat him, the Lord brought us out of Egypt away from him. And there was nothing he could do, no matter how angry he got about it, no matter how resistant and defiant he was about it. That means no other nation could do nothing about it. So that means when we walk through the land, through the Sinai desert, everywhere we end up at, everybody's going to respect us as a people, at the very least fear the God that we serve. And as we read in the scriptures later, way later on down, you'll see that was the case. They started talking about us. So that's the people that the Most High brought out of Egypt. God brought them out of Egypt. He beat Pharaoh. And they had respect and reverence for us, you know what I'm saying? Some people didn't go there to learn the hard way, you know, like Moab and Ammon. They had to learn the hard way. It's a lot. Did you have anything else, sister? All right. Anybody got nothing else? Back to what? Y'all want to say nothing? You good? All right, there with Amaja. Wapanya Hakunam is turning to face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawai.
Abanaw.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Shemkah.
Shemkah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Alafakah.
Alafakah.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'aratazah.
Ba'aratazah.
Kawah.
Kawah.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Thundanawa.
Thundanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Call.
Call.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalaknawa.
Wasalaknawa.
Kabawaf Yanawa.
Kabawaf Yanawa.
Kasalak Nawa.
Kasalak Nawa.
Kabawaf Yanawa.
Waf Yanawa.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Tabayan Nawa.
Tabayan Nawa.
Banasayawan.
Banasayawan.
Babal. Hawa Shanawa.
Hawa Shanawa.
Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Lakai. Amalakwa. Waha'ala. Wahatapara. La'ai Aman.
In the English, our Father. Which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us of our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not to temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Sorry, it's turn. All men individual going to give one courtesy salute. Ahmad Shabbat, Ahmad, Barak, Yajim Matah. Sorry, turn to face the sisters. All men individual going to give the sisters one courtesy salute. Ahmad Shabbat, Ahmad, Barak, Yajim Matah. Sorry, dismissed.